Today has been a dream robot vacuum cleaner. To be precise, this is not a sponsored video, nor have I purchased this myself. No, this is a, oh my goodness, incredibly generous, incredibly gratefully received gift from a loving subscriber. So thank you very much. I assume they are dirt cheap on Amazon UK at the minute, which warranted the incredibly kind gesture. This robot vacuum cleaner is different to the ones that we already have because it is a self-emptying robot. These are finally maybe coming down to a reasonable-ish price, and well, I've always thought this is probably the way to go, having owned lots of non-robot emptying vacuum cleaners and forgetting to empty them until they scream at you. Who knows? We're only going to find out by unboxing it and having a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and robot vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, this is a dream. It is a dream. Where is it? It says it here. Oh, Dreame D10 Plus robotic vacuum cleaner. Oh, very exciting indeed. I've heard of Dreame. They're a name that's been around a little while. I don't know if they're classed as a premium machine. It's a bit hard to tell nowadays. Not everything marketed as a premium machine that'll change your life and be absolutely amazing. So who knows? Right, we have another. Hang on. Clearly. Getting there. It's a vacuum cleaner. Right, that makes a little bit more sense. Here is a more retail looking box. Dreame D10 Plus, auto empty vacuum robot and mop. Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about the mopping vacuums. I mean, again, never used one. My entire opinion on them is purely based on what I've read and made up myself. So I have only one way to reset your expectations, and that is to try the flipping thing. And yeah, my bathroom's upstairs, which is where this will live. That has hard floors, so hey, that'll be cleaner than it ever has been before. Right, let us open the thing up. Well, that is just a cardboard sort of filler type job. Everything is just here. Here, by the looks of it, is the robot. Put that there. Here is some stuff for the robot. Oh, you come out first, or do you just lift out first? Or do you both have to come out together? More cardboard filler and iron. Not be able to keep this just under a chest of drawers like I do the Roomba, am I? The self-emptying doll. Marvellous. Very economically friendly. Right. Oh, here we go. Let's peel back the wrapping. Oh, wow. I've instantly gone to see there's a carry handle, and there isn't. That probably sets the scene for how they expect this to be set up. Just put down somewhere and left forever. So, yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, well, I've also immediately seen, look, a good old standard IEC specification. You can't see it because of the light. It's a kettle plug. Look at that. No fancy stupid DC jacks here. I guess that's because all of the voltage transformation will happen within this part. And I would imagine that, yep, this part draws 600 watts of power because it will have a proper big boy motor in it. So yeah, here you go. It'll drop it down to 20 volts and chuck it out of those pins there. Oh, how exciting. I don't know, how far do we go? Look, there we go. There is the inside of the self-emptying mechanism. So little, I'll say little tiny bag. We've seen smaller bags, haven't we? Sits in there, dirt comes in there. I don't know if that's a little removable filter in the bottom, but we won't mess around with it now. So yeah, dirt comes in comes into the bag. I have to empty the Roomba about every month. If I don't, it really complains and goes really terrible. But yeah, every month seems to be about its limit. So it'll be interesting to see how many months this will stay for. Right, let's have a look in the box next. Right, what's inside the box? Wow, very multi-layered thing. We have ourselves, that's a side cleaning brush in there. I don't know if it's the only side cleaning brush or not. We shall leave it in there for a second till we find out. Spare dust bag for our self-empty bits. Very nice. Oh, quick start guide. That'll be handy. Ah, no, okay. We will need to open that because it says to install the side brush. So there we go. Connect to the power and start charging. Not cleaning. Fair enough. Destruction manual. Ah, this is the moppy bit. Oh, that is a very thin microfiber cloth. That is blimey. You scratch a vacuum cleaner up using that, that's for sure. So this is the mop pad. This is what, I guess it clamps in somehow and then velcros back. Yeah, so this is what vibrates around the floor. Very nice. God, look at that. Very high quality looking wheel. I'm sure it'll be fine, especially for my upstairs. I mean, I'm taking the mick out of all this. It's only got to do 2.5 little tiny rooms, so I'm almost quite excited. So we'll put that back in its bag for now. I'm going to have to read the manual shortly anyway. So we have ourselves a very fancy white plug. Is there anything in there? No, there's not. So there's that. We'll take our side cleaning brush out as well. So I guess we'll need that. Oh no, this is the one we want. I think we'll stick to those. We'll pop those there. We'll want those in a minute. And now we come on to the robot itself. Oh, that's shiny. That's probably the shiniest that it's ever going to be. Wow, that is immaculate. Look, you can see the light. Very nice. Dreame D10 Plus. All right. What does the manual say? Remove the protective strips. Well, here are the protective strips. Although to start with, we'll leave the protective strips in just a second and have a look at what this vacuum cleaner has to offer. So the base plate comes off. Oh, very thin rubber flaps that I presume help direct the suction. Little felt squares as well. Very nice. Then we have a brush roll with Mr. Tayab would not approve of these brushes, but again, it's a robot vacuum cleaner. It's about right. And some very thick rubbery bits on there. So that's cool. The rest bounces around. That'll be a self-adjusting part. It's all very nice and clean, but it's all very familiar. You know, obviously these Dreame and D-Bots and stuff are all clones of the more pronounced Roombas and stuff like that, although better nowadays. Obviously iRobot has pretty much given up the will to live. It's been tested. Look, that bit's wet. iRobot have pretty much given up the will to live. In fact, I think they are dead, aren't they? Roomba has certainly gone because they were owned by, oh no, it's Neato are dead. iRobot is basically a shell. So yeah, you know, these are probably better now than the competition, certainly in terms of functions. Right, little top flap opens. We have our, I'm going to call this the dry dustbin because it probably is. Very nice. We have some filters. Open the back of this up. I see, and obviously half of this will be for the self-emptying. So we have ourselves a filter, although it does say do not wash. So we won't do that straight away. Again, I'm not going to go faffing around too much with this until we've used it. Little cleaning brush there, very nice. And I imagine I'm going to need that to connect it to some sort of app. That's a reset, that's a little Wi-Fi light. I think it's pretty much time. We're going to turn it on first. Oh, I say we're going to turn it on actually. It's all the side brushes. I'm just wondering if it's got a master power switch somewhere before I go and move things around too far. There's not, so it's probably completely dead. is a little bit strange, but is not the most unheard of thing. So let me plug it in and I'll give it a bit of a charge and come back when it's got a bit of life in it. I didn't catch it, but it just played a very long tune, which I presume means it might be charged up. I also read the manual, and you've got to hold this button down for 3 seconds.
Please move robot from the dock before turning it off.
Oh, please remove robot from the dock. Why? Yeah, that sort of tune, but longer. So I don't think it's off now. Ah, it turned itself on. So hold down for 3 seconds, turns on. I'll probably play that tune in a minute, because, yeah. Oh, very pretty. That'll scare the absolute poo out of the kids if that goes off in their room. And then, I think it's docked properly. I don't know, I want to do some cleaning.
Start charging.
There we go. Push the house button.
Charging.
No.
Start cleaning.
Hey! Here we go then. I have to bump it back from the camera. Very quiet. It might get trapped. You might be okay. Oh, that works really well. It's incredibly quiet. Whether that translates into the fact that it has no suction, we shall soon find out. Yeah, no, you can't go that way. No, turn. That's it. This is why cleaning downstairs with these robots is such a pain, because no, one more, there we go. Well, you can manipulate them fairly easily. Oh. Right, oh, stop. Oh, I didn't check the button to put it back to its dock. No.
Paused. Returning to the dock.
Aha. No, it's there. It's there, buddy. Ah.
Start charging.
And I guess that's it.
Start auto empty.
Oh no, here we go. That sounds just like a shark. That's it. The robot is empty. I mean, I guess we should have checked how full it was first, but I mean, it would have picked up some stuff, and that still looks pretty brand new to me. So that is really, really interesting, cool. I don't know, really. I'm very impressed. And yeah, our bag has now expanded and does have the tiniest little amount of dirt within it. Yeah, there we go. So, all seems to work okay. And I've just noticed there's a little tiny micro switch buried in the bottom corner of the backslide. So I would imagine / hope, although we're not going to test it out now, that without a bag fitted, it won't do anything, which is very nice indeed. And this is the blockage port on the back, and it has picked stuff up, look, because it's already dirty. So if it pulls out of the machine something that shouldn't be there, it's going to be quite easy to unclog it and sort it out. Right, so the machine functions and works. Now it's time to go playing with apps and stuff. Oh, you've got?
Starts charging.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a little while to charge. But so far, fairly impressed. Here you go. No, that way. Did I not the clean button?
Paused. Resume returning to the dock.
Oh, it didn't know it wasn't docked properly. These buttons are soft, rubbery buttons as well. That's quite a nice touch. Already though, the machine is getting covered in bits, especially where it's so new and static. Oh, come on, return to your dock.
Starts charging.
Oh, here it comes. Yes, you can allow me notifications. I don't want to join the user experience program. Ah, here we go. Right, scan QR code. I guess, yes, you're going to need permission to use my camera now, aren't you? Okay, you're going to ask. Ooh, fine. Oh, look, you now know my Wi-Fi password. Yeah. If you ever come around, oh, no. It does have 2.4, well, it does both. This could be a game changer. My router will do both. So, yeah, that is not a problem at all. Right, the robot has been turned on. I must have scanned that barcode. Simultaneously press and hold the power and dock buttons for 3 seconds.
Waiting for the network configuration.
Next. You're going to find it? Come on. The Wi-Fi's only over there. This is where the VOR always went wrong. The VOR VR200 and VR300 is a right pain to get onto the Wi-Fi. So, it's done. D10 plus MIAP 960DO. What the heck do I do with this? Do I connect to it?
Robot and phone connected.
Hey!
Return to app to wait for the result.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. How exciting. Because, yeah, with a machine like this, it used to be on the Wi-Fi, really. Otherwise, you had to come over and hold down the button every single time you used to do something. Come on, my
Network
router.
connected successfully.
Yes! Just say my router does do both. Right, finished. Right, we don't want to add any more devices. And all of a sudden, we have all of our information. 43% of battery. Okay, let's download a plugin. Right. Ooh. Okay, organise my home, set up my base. Resume cleaning mode. Fine. Fast mapping. So we need to make a map of something. Let me set up this front room a little bit and we'll let it do some of that. Here we go then. I have barricaded this off a little bit of the front room. We shall confirm and do some fast mapping. Oh, I'm going to have to come out of its way. Otherwise it's going to try and eat me. I don't quite know what to expect here. But if we'll see something on the screen or not. We shall come back when we're done.
Mapping completed. Start charging.
Oh my goodness, now it's got a firmware update. Not today. No, I don't want to contact you. Right, so that's a little map. We'll have a look in a minute. Cleaning settings we have. Sweeping. Ah yes, we haven't installed the water tank yet. Quiet. Oh, we were on standard. Strong. Turbo. Let's go to strong. And we haven't got any water settings. I'm not going to get into that now. This is its final place. It's going upstairs. So, not too bad. Here we go. After disabling, there we go. After how many tasks? Ah, so if we do X2, we can make it go around twice before it does an auto empty. That's pretty cool. So I guess I'm going to push play and let it do an actual clean of all of this area. There's quite a lot of dirt. And we'll see how much it really does pick up. Well, that's a bit louder now. Can I adjust them in the app? Oh, I can. Oh, hello. Wonder what quiet is. Literally nothing. And yeah, look, you can see it on the map as well. That is very clever. Right, let's let it do this clean and see what happens. Oh no. Well, that was very cool indeed. And yeah, we now have a map of room or zone. Oh yeah, you can see I've never had a robot this fancy. In fact, what we can do now then is set a no-go zone. How do I do that? Oh wait, virtual wall. That's what we want. Because look, over there is where it got almost stuck. I know I don't want to cover the area that the base is in. I want it to not go under the TV unit, or oh, this is very clever. Over to where I had my other wall. So there we go. Oh, move this out of the way. Tick. We now have 2 no-go zones. We'll play with those in a minute. How much dirt did it pick up? Wow. Oh, that's pretty impressive. Just for that one go around, that is very good. I mean, there is literally nothing to it. It's only the fibres from the rug. Oh, blimey. Right, you need to go in there. Note also the dust on the filter. What we can do now is put it in. Oh no, we spilt a load all over the machine. Put it in, close it down, and I think I can go to auto empty settings and start the auto emptying from my phone. Hello?
Start auto empty.
Yeah, let's see how well it does. Blowing out air all over here. And we're done. How well has that auto emptied? Very well. All the dirt there has gone. A lot of the dust from the filter has gone as well. I mean, I now need to give it, say a little bit of a clean. We have a brush here. Yeah, which where now all of this dust is going to be the wrong side of that clip. That works really well. That's very impressive indeed. Right. We know that it works pretty flipping well on the carpet. What I propose I do now is wait for it to charge, and then we shall remove the rugs and fit this and see how well that does. Time to move on now to playing with the hard floor part of the robot. The instructions say let it do a dry run at least 3 times for the best result, but we don't have time for that. We're going to do it once with the Sevo Felix. I think setting 2 with the brush roll off should be just what we need to clean underneath where the rugs were. Okay, our floors are now cleaned. I'm going to open up the cleaning settings page on the app and leave that there because I have our water tank full of water. The pad has been made damp and wrung out. And what I didn't notice was it does have a little tiny motor in it. I did almost wonder if it was a pump. I don't know if it's sort of a pump / vibration motor, but there's definitely something in there. So I'll take this from its dock. I'll probably do this with it on the floor, but because it's my first time, we shall click this into place. There are contacts.
Water tank has been installed.
There you go. Contacts on the water tank, so it knows exactly what has happened. Right, water volume, low, medium, high. We'll stick to medium. I don't fully care about customised cleaning sequence. Nah, I think we are ready to go. Mopping patterns. Deep mopping. Ooh. Let's do daily mopping first, because I reckon that's going to be right enough. I shall set us up so we can see the action and press start.
Start cleaning. Start charging. Start auto empty.
Well, it's hard to say really. It has cleaned the floor. I think the thing with this machine is you have to start off with a completely spotless...
Has been removed.
It has. A completely spotless floor, and then make this go over every day. I mean, it has picked up an awful lot of dirt. I am struggling to see though how or where any water comes from really. I mean, it's on the pad, but that's literally all you're doing. We could go around the floor and do this now, but I, give it the benefit of the doubt. Can I do this without having the machine upside down? No. Oh, I failed. I'm not the average or the intended Dreame owner, I don't think. There we go.
Robot's wheels suspended.
They are suspended, yeah. But underneath, it isn't too bad. It's not made itself completely filthy too much yet. Oh, not that there. Yeah, okay, look, you're back on your feet now. And yeah, in here,
Start charging.
is still nice and clean. So that is almost it for this before video. I just want to see how it looks, or if it does connect to Home Assistant, and we should be good to go. So there we go. My new Dreame D10 is done. Didn't have to do anything to it. It's weird having a brand new vacuum cleaner to play with. We don't often get the pleasure. The bag is starting to fill with some dirt quite nicely. You won't see that. We can just assume that it is. And yeah, it mops, which I don't think I'll be doing an awful lot of. We'll see. For now, he works, he cleans, he's doing all right. I am going to go and put him upstairs, because that's where it's going to live for the most amount of time. I'm going to get to grips with the app. I'm going to try and get it installed into Home Assistant. I have just had a go, but I think where I've linked up to the app, I need to wait for the credentials to synchronise to whichever dodgy Chinese server these things all work from. So I'm just going to get to grips with them. The app itself is so full of features, it's going to take a little while anyway. And yeah, see how we get on. And yeah, we can now add this to the list of stuff to keep a look at, you know, keep a check of for 12 vacuums in 12 months during 2025. So thank you very much to the person who sent me this. God, it's nice to be honest about something for once. It's good. These aren't deep cleaners. And anybody who buys this as their only vacuum, expecting it to be, is going to be disappointed. I'll still, you know, I'll take the Felix upstairs every week, every couple of weeks, and do everywhere properly. But this just keeps the bits down during the day. How filthy it's going to make itself, I don't know. Look, it's already got lots and lots of stuff on it now. And yeah, everything else seems to be fine. Ah, this must be where it...
Robot's wheels suspended. Please move robot back
No,
on
no.
the ground.
That must be where it sucks and pulls all the dust from for the dust sensor as well. So, there we go. I shall get to grips with this, test out my new toy, and keep you updated. / we'll do another video when I'm a bit more set up with it and show you how it works. So do you have a robot vacuum cleaner? It's quite funny, really. I've got many, as you know. We should probably do a more up-to-date video with them. But, and you know, this is by far the most feature-packed, feature-rich, modern, fancy one I have. Is it the best cleaning already? No, it's not, I'm afraid. These little roundy ones never fully will be. I mean, it's trying to compete with the Roomba, and the Roomba seems a bit more aggressive than this already, especially on the hard floor. But, you know, it's an all-round thing, not just one. So yeah, we'll see if my opinion changes and see how we get on with this machine. I've just checked the warranty as well. I get 2 years, so that's great news. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I and my Dreame D10 Plus robot will see you soon. Bye bye.